Previously on Challenge Mode. That being said, we are going to open up a $48 booster box of Genesis Impact. So editing PokéMonarch is going to go ahead and interject right now. I'm speeding these up in the background to 16 times speed, but hopefully you can see that we are opening up boxes of Genesis Impact. I believe this is the second one. In that first one, you might have seen we actually pulled a second Midionis Drytron. Didn't want to drag each box on to different episodes, so what we did here is we just went ahead and used the money from the YGOHSA to spend $288 on Genesis Impact. It's a Drytron spell. Drytron Nova! Awesome. Wow. Okay. Real quick interjection, for no reason other than me being lazy and wanting to make things simpler for myself, I am going to cut the amount of duels that we can do per week in half. Meaning, we are going to do a maximum of 4 duels per week. If we get 2 wins in a row, we get $10 for the YGOHSA, 3 wins is 20, and 4 wins is 40. We got 4 wins this week, meaning that we are going to get $40 into our YGOHSA. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is fucking expensive.
What's up, guys, and welcome to Sealed Only Yu-Gi-Oh! Challenge Mode, episode 15. And this being episode 15, I kind of wanted to copycat the episode 15 from my previous series. We opened up the Megatin 2020 and the Maximum Gold last time. So, this time, we're actually opening up 2 Maximum Gold boxes, and 2 of the 2021 Megatin. This is the brand new product from Konami. It's upside down, but this has so many amazing cards from last year. Rise of the Duelist was an amazing set. Eternity Code cards are awesome. Phantom Rage, it's just such an incredible tin, and I'm looking so forward to opening this up. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and start cracking into them. I'm really excited. I opened up 2 of these already, and before I actually crack this open, let's go over the pricing on the product. I think I forgot that last time. But these Maximum Golds are actually really high in price right now. They go for about $30 a piece, so that's $60 right here. Plus, I actually won these at a tournament recently. I played with Drytron, but it wasn't just the sealed only stuff that I used in that deck. So we are actually not going to be opening these up for free, even though they were pricing. We're just going to basically buy them from myself for $20 each. So MSRP is $20 a piece. So what I'm going to do is take $40 out of the YGOHSA to open this up. And then, of course, this goes over the weekly allotment of 40. So I'm going to take out 20 for the Maximum Gold as well. So that's $100 of product. And let's take this golden opportunity to go ahead and open these up. Man, let me go grab a knife real quick. Alright, back to the golden opportunity. So, this plastic is actually... Oh, that's a really dull blade, actually. Damn. In any case, let's just go ahead and crack these open, take the packs out right away. I don't know if I'll skip over this part, but... maybe not. I don't know. In any case, let's just go over some of the stuff that is actually in these products while we're cracking them open. So, Phantom Rage has a card called AA Zeus that got reprinted in these Megatins. Is it AA Zeus or AA Zeus? I'm not too sure about that, but AA Zeus is awesome. Maximum Gold actually has things such as Apolousa Bow, the Goddess. It's got all kinds of actually really good stuff, but that's basically what we're looking for, because I actually realized those 2 cards are extremely powerful in the Drytron deck by playing them in the deck the other day. That was my first time playing anything close to a full power Drytron deck, and it just made a really, really big difference. I was surprised at, you know, how simple it was to actually get a few wins, you know? Like, against some pretty meta relevant deck. We actually went against Virtual World, and I went against Tri Brigade over there. So that was pretty cool. I ended up, I don't know if you guys watched the video for my Drytron deck profile. But, well, in any case, it was just a big difference compared to what I'm used to playing. So here we are. There's 6 packs of Ancient Battles and I believe 8 packs of Maximum Gold. So in my previous episode 15 of the last series, we opened up 1 of each. This time we have just enough, or not just enough, but we just so happen to have enough funds to open 2 of each. I'm super excited. I'm going to start with Maximum Gold because we have more of that. Let's hope for an Apolousa Bow of the Goddess. There's also other really cool cards in this set, but that is the main want. Beatrice actually is a main want as well. We got a Borrelsword Dragon. That's a good pull. Let's just put that right down here. And we have number 74. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. I think we have a few of those already. Let's do another Maximum Gold, and then we'll start going back and forth between them. Barrier Statue, another Trade-In, Utopia Beyond, Starlight Junction, Reinforcement of the Army is a cool gold rare, and Super Polymerization. That's an interesting pull. Alright, so far, just Borrelsword Dragon would be something that we could technically use. But let's pop into this 2021 tin of Ancient Battles and hopefully we can pull something good from it. I don't know if there's anything common that came in these that would be good for our deck, but we'll find out, right? So we have 1 or 8. Then Bellcat Fighter, Dogmatica Schism. We have Adamancipator Crystal Dragite, the Raid Raptors Trap card, Soldier Guy the Fierce Knight. Our first super rare is Noctovision Dragon. I think that was in an OTS pack as a super, honestly. Infernoble Knight Captain Roland, and our secret rare is actually a Machina Metal Cruncher. It's actually something that I was kind of looking for. We also got Alpha Master of Beasts. That's pretty cool. And we have Trios Hierarchia, as well as Union Driver as the rare, and then basically nothing we can really use right there. Nothing we can use in the ultras and stuff either. Alpha can't really be used. Well, actually it could. It can't be normal summoned or set. That's something that actually could be used in the deck, but let's go ahead and start opening up Maximum Gold again. So here we have number 87, Queen of the Night, the White Stone of Ancients, Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. Next card is Synchron Carrier, and it's a spell card. We have another Reinforcement of the Army, and it's a monster with 3,000 attack. Ooh, a second Nibiru the Primal Being for the deck. That's good for the side deck. Let's go ahead and start cracking these mega packs again. Not start, but continue on these mega packs. We have Dark Templar at Ignister. Then we have Melfi Playhouse, Goki Ironclaw, Speedroid Block and Roll, Code Talker Inverted, Goki the Powerload Ogre, and we have Beta Rastibon. Okay, so that's a cool upgrade to one of the cards in the deck. Then we have Armory Call, and the secret rare is Celaglare the Luminous Lunar Dragon. The next card is a Synchro monster, Adamancipator Risen Leonite. And we got Asa the Earth Charmer immovable and really nothing else we could use. Okay, that Nibiru was a pretty cool pull. So, Maximum Gold. We have Eater of Millions, Monster Reborn, not something we could really use, but it's a pretty cool pull. Fire Formation Gyoko, Transcode Talker, and another Phantasme. Alright. So nothing really from that pack too good. Guys, cross your fingers for me. Hit that like button if you want me to pull something good out of these tins or out of maximum gold. But in the next pack, we have AI's Ritual, Melfi Mommy, Fury of Kairyushin, Torpedo Takedown. Then we have Penguin Brave, Arcjet Lightcraft. Then we have our super rare as a Tri-Brigade monster. We have Gizmek Okami, the Dreaded Deluge, and Cross Sheep. Okay, Cross Sheep is pretty cool. We also got Dogmatica, Adin the Enlightened, and Magician's Salvation. Alright, this is one of the newer Dark Magician cards, or Dark Magician support cards. That's pretty cool. And then nothing we can really use. We'll have to look at Cross Sheep because I don't think we can use it that well in our deck. I don't know. But I know that it's a good card. I just honestly have never really played against it or played with it. Next we have Dragon's Mirror. We have Drowning Mirror Force. And ooh, one of the cards we were looking for, Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. This makes our Diviner of Herald. I get so like weird with the names, I don't remember them that well. But this makes it live basically completely in the deck. So that's a really good pull for us. Not a very expensive card, but it is awesome to actually have for the deck. The next card is Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. Then we have Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds, and it's a monster card. We got Laundry Dragon Maid. Alright, so we got one of the cards that we were looking for. Let's go ahead and open up a mega pack. Hopefully we can pull something usable out of here. So here we have Melfi Caddy, Doyon at Ignister, Deep Sea Sentry, Buzzsaw Shark, Dice, Awakening of the Possessed Razin Ryu. Our first super rare here is Thunderhand. Next we have Chaos Summoning Beast. I'm not too happy about them putting the structure deck stuff in here, but it is what it is. Our secret rare is Ecclesia the Virtuous. Nice, that's actually a really cool pull. Not for our deck, but just to have. It's a synchro. We have Adamancipator Risen Raptite. And this one is a monster, Dogmatica Nexus. And another Union Driver. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna put that Ecclesia over here. Maximum gold next. Please, Apolousa. It would make the deck so much more powerful. I didn't realize how good Apolousa was in here, actually. Flame Buffalo, and we got another Chaos Dragon Levian here. We have Machine Duplication, Barrier Statue of the Torrent, and a Miscellaneous Saurus. Alright, so nothing from that pack. Next Megatin pack. So we have Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon, Fury of Kairyushin. We have Melfi Catty, Melfi Hide and Seek, Awakening of the Possessed Razin Ryu, Dice, the Silver Sheller again. We have Super Heavy Samurai Sword Master, and Raviel, Lord of Phantasms. Then we have Tri-Brigade Karas, and it's a spell card. We got AI Contact. Those spell cards, man, every time I see one, I think it's Crossout Designator or something. But unfortunately, our tin packs have kind of been duds so far. We're probably only going to end up getting Beatrice as a usable card. I mean, Nibiru is cool for the side deck. Borosword Dragon is interesting. But let's go Silent Angler, Temple of the Six. We got Drytron Band. We have Cosmo Town, and nothing else there. Alright, last pack, Megatin. Let's see what we can pull. So we have Squeak Knight, Dogmatica Racism. No, I'm just kidding. Indulge Dark Lord. Obsessive Uvaloop. Dark Lord Nergal. We have Pheedran. I don't know these names. Infernoble Knight Captain Roland. A Shen. Gaia the Magical Knight of Dragons. Dark Beckoning Beast. And Alsa the Earth Charmer Immovable. Okay. Well, nothing really usable from those Megatins. Yeah. Let's just open up the last pack of Maximum Gold and hopefully we have something good in there. We have the White Stone of Ancients, White Prince, Herald of the Arclight. Okay, it's cool to have a second one actually. Madolce Chateau, and it's an Xyz monster. We got Zodiac Chakanine. Alright, I mean, I don't know. Nothing really too great from these tins. The only thing, or from the tins or the Maximum Gold, the only thing that I was actually looking for was the Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, which is a nice little power up to our deck. So I'm looking forward to that. But everything else, I mean, the Boral Sword, I might throw it in the extra deck. The Ecclesia is cool just to have. But let's go ahead and check out the deck. Alright guys, just going to try to bust through this deck profile as quickly as possible. We are running 3 Alpha Thubin, 3 Zeta, 3 Gamma, and 2 Delta, as well as 1 Beta Rastiban. Next, we are running for the fairies 1 Eva, 1 Diviner of Herald, 2 Green Light, and 3 Orange Light, as well as our 1 Vanity's Ruler. It actually comes in clutch a lot. Next, for hand traps, we're basically just running Effect Veiler for hand traps, and then our ritual monsters are Medionis Draconids. It actually comes up a lot. Ben 10, Ida 10, Natasha, and Herald of Ultimateness, and that rounds off the main monsters in the deck. Let's go ahead and move on to the spells. We actually threw into our main deck the 3 Forbidden Droplets, and we're running 2 Drytron Fafnir because we don't have the 3rd Drytron Nova. I would probably just run 1 Fafnir if we did. We do have the 2 Drytron Nova, the 3 Cyber Emergency, our 2 Medionis Drytron, just because Medionis Drytron helps out a lot, and if it gets banished by DD Crow, we have another one. Finally, for Recursion, we have Preparation of Rites. So now that we're done with the extra deck, let's go, or now that we're done with the main deck, let's go to the extra deck. We run 1 Mu Beta Fafnir and our new Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. And then our 1 Synchro is Herald of the Arclight, and our 1 Fusion is Elder Entity Nts. Now all of our Link monsters, we run Relinquish Anima. Comes up a lot. It's actually a really good card. If your opponent doesn't have good placement, or if they have a monster that's pointing toward one of your main monster zones, you can summon that into it with your Effect Veiler or whatever, even one of the Drytron monsters, and then take their monster as an equip spell. We have Link Karibo, helps out a lot. Lina the Light Charmer doesn't come up that much, but it's an interesting card. Then Geonator Transverser helps out. Crystal Halqifibrax, if you don't have any other plays and you have a monster on the field, you have Tuner in your hand, just go ahead and go for it. And then it's usually like later in the game. But anyway, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, Selene, Nightmare Griffin, Boral Sword Dragon, and Access Code Talker. So that's it for the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the duels this week and see how we did. Duel number 1, we are going against a random off EDO pro. His name is Jack Attack. We attempt to use our Drytron Nova, which he attempts to Retaliating C. We bring out the Delta, go into Link Karibo, because we were able to negate with our Herald of the Orange Light. He then Ash Blossoms us, and unfortunately he has a second one in the hand as well. He attacks into our Link Karibo, and we proceed to use its effect to make his attack 0. Our turn, we draw into a Drytron, and he just basically Ash Blossoms it again. So we have literally nothing on our side of the field, and he's able to basically pop off. So he goes into his Doom Dozer, he has his Link 2 monster on the field, and he summons out Resonant Insect, goes into Insector Picofalena, I think is its name. He uses the effect and he gets a draw, he gets another Doom Dozer to hand. And from there, just uses the effect of the field spell, summons out the Link 2, and then he's able to bring out a Scout Buggy, bring out another Scout Buggy, and attack into us for some really, really huge damage. We get put down to 200 life points at this point, but he's not done yet. He goes into Cicada King, and he goes into the Sting Lancer. Cicada King's effect is activated, and he's able to bring out Sting the Poison, and then he brings out Pin the Bullseye and hits us for 200. That's game exactly, dude. That's an incredible deck. I'm scared of this deck, guys. Honestly, it seems very consistent, and yeah, I'm in awe of it. So let's go ahead and go into duel number 2. Duel number 2, we use our Zeta effect to send Ben 10, and we use Ben 10 to add the Herald of Ultimateness. He uses Retaliating Sea, summons it, and we go into Alpha. Then we go into our Quadrantids. So we just have a big 4K beefy board on our side of the field, basically. He hits us for that 200 initial damage. He goes into his Picofalenia, and from there, he activates its other effect, sending 3 back to draw a card. Goes into his Link 2, summons out the Doom Dozer, and then uses the effect of the Link 2. And from here, Doom Dozer sends a card from the top of deck to graveyard and hits us down to 1750. So he brings out the Link 4, I believe that is, and he's got 2 Scout Buggies on the field, goes into Cicada King, and just passes turn. Now it's our turn, and we draw into the Nibiru that we sighted in. We basically just surrender because there's not much that we can do from there. So yeah, that insect deck is looking pretty terrifying. Match number 2, we are going against Salaman Great. We summon out Alpha, summon out Zeta, and we basically have a lot of different cards in our hand that our opponent can't stop because he doesn't have any hand traps besides the Infinite Impermanence. Now, I don't know why he didn't use Infinite Impermanence against our Move It of Fafnir. I mean, I would have, but we get 3 more monsters on the field. We use Midionish Drytron and go into Herald of Ultimateness. We negate the activation of his Impermanence on the Herald, the Diviner of Herald. We go into Ben 10, summon out Beatrice, and we use Eva's effect to add 2 to hand. We go into Line of the Light Charmer Lustrous and pass turn. So he goes into Flame Buffalo. We negate one of his cards. We negate another one of his cards, and he surrenders. Duel number 2, our opponent goes first, summoning out Baylynx. Well, Buffalo, then Baylynx, then adds a card, then goes into his Gazelle, and the field spell, the continuous spell, summons out Foxy, goes into Mirage Stalio, goes into Jack Jaguar, Sunlight Wolf into Sunlight Wolf, and we negate the Sunlight Wolf, but it doesn't get destroyed because of, I think it's the field spell's effect or something. But anyway, he has a Baylynx on the field. We draw. We use Alpha, which gets negated with Ash Blossom. We use Zeta, which adds the ritual spell. We go into Gamma and Alpha, going into Mu Beta Fafnir, sending 1, use Delta, and we draw a card. Then we use the, what's it called? Midionish Drytron. Go into Link Creambow, go into Nightmare Phoenix, pop the field spell. And unfortunately, there's probably some better plays that we could have done, but we go into the Unicorn to send back the continuous spell. We go into Access Code Talker, making it 5300, getting rid of his Sunlight Wolf, getting rid of what's it called, another monster, and we attack over his other monster. Now we pass turn. So Salamangreat Sanctuary is activated. He goes into Simonette Mining, goes into Lady Debug, and then Foxy comes to hand. Summons out Foxy, summons out Spinny, goes into Splash Mage, goes into Gazelle, and then Access Code Talker. 4,300, gets rid of our monster, gets rid of our other monster, and attacks for 4,300 damage. And we win because the time was up. So that was an unfortunate loss for our opponent, but I think he was just trying to see what plays he could go through and stuff like that to get me down lower, but we did have a lot of life points left, and Drytron are very recursive, so he just kind of let the time run out. So I guess next we're going up against Sky Strikers, and we go first, activating Drytron Nova. Alpha goes into Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh, or Alpha activates in the graveyard, sending, I believe it was Delta. So we just pop off, basically, summoning the Herald, go into Mu Beta Fafnir, activate Midionis to summon out Ben 10. Then we go into Gamma, which brings out Delta. Ben 10 activates, adding the Eva. And then we activate the Midionis Drytron, bringing back the Ben 10, going into Beatrice. And we basically just go into Nightmare Griffin from there, setting the Nova face down, banishing 2 with Eva, and passing turn with a handful of fairies. Well, not a handful of fairies. We have 1 negate, basically. We negate his engage, and he just passes turn because he doesn't really have anything he can do. We get Ghost Build, and then we just pop off with our Drytrons. Alpha is summoned, then Delta. We go into a Preparation of Rites. We use Midionis Drytron to bring out the 4K Beefy Boy, and we just attack for 8,000 damage for game. Game number 2 against Sky Striker, he actually allows us to go first. He attempts to DD Crow our monster, and we just negate the DD Crow. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of big plays we could have gone through. Our Mu Beta Fafnir gets impermed this time, and we just pass turn from there. There was nothing we could do. He goes into Kaina, attacks us directly, and then he summons out Kagari's effect, adds back the engage gets activated, goes into I think I said the wrong name earlier. This one is Kaina, and then he goes into Shizuku goes and sets Shark Cannon, or adds Shark Cannon that he can activate, and now it's our turn. So we go Diviner of Herald, it gets negated. Then we go into Crystron Halqifibrax, then we use Eva's effect, and from there we are able to bring out the Selene, Queen of the Masters of Magic. This is actually why I like having the Crystron Halqifibrax and the Selene and Access Code Talker and stuff in the extra deck, because if I don't have any other plays I can do, I can just not summon any Drytrons, not activate any Drytron spells or anything, and just have an Access Code Talker to go into. Unfortunately, he had Mystic Mine in his hand, activates it, there's nothing we could do from there, and we draw into a Gamma, absolutely nothing. He sets 2 passes, and now it's our turn again. And in the main deck, we don't have any type of spell or trap removal, which we probably should run, but I mean, what are the odds of running into a Mystic Mine player? Pretty high, actually. Pretty high. So he imperms our Access Code Talker, goes into Kagari, activates the engage. Engage adds the field spell. Then he activates this field spell, and basically he attacks us for 2,200, going into Shizuku. We Phantasme. He attempts to Afterburner. We negate that effect, and our opponent passes turn, adding Hornet Drones to hand. So this is a pretty long duel, honestly. We go into our Gamma gets removed from play by the effect of his, I believe that's like a Widow Anchor or something. Then Alpha comes out, Zeta comes out, and we go into Nightmare Phoenix, popping the field spell. We go into Nightmare Griffin, and we Forbidden Droplet the monster. We attack over it and pass turn. So we get Kaiju, and he goes into Kagari. From there, summoning out the Charmer monster, and we just have no chance at this point, honestly. He attacks into us for a game. Alright, so duel number 3, it all comes down to this. We Drytron we Cyber Emergency for Zeta, Drytron Nova for Alpha. Our Alpha gets negated by Ghost Spell, and our other monster gets banished by DD Crow. We just end up on a board of Link Kuriboh and Eva Pass. He goes into Mystic Mine again. And I forgot to side out for Mystic Mine, to be honest with you. I didn't put in my spell or trap removal. We have a Forbidden Droplet in hand, and basically from here it's a stalemate. I keep drawing it to nothing that can get rid of it. He has 2 Ash Blossoms and a Nibiru, so anything that I might get once he gets rid of his own Mystic Mine, if he does, is basically just dead in hand. I set the other Forbidden Droplets, and now he draws into Terraforming. He activates Terraforming, adds the field spell, and passes turn, because he doesn't really have anything that he could use. We set an Effect Veiler face down and pass turn, because I thought about it and I was like, if he summons something, maybe we could like tribute summon for something for the Phantasme or whatever, because it can be tribute summoned. It doesn't say that it can't be normal summoned or set. He attacks into us, we Link Kuriboh, and then we Herald of the Orange Light, the effect of his Ray. Then Hornet Drones is activated, goes into Kagari, adds 1 back, but we go into Phantasme and it gets negated. Kagari gets negated, goes into Shizuku activates and adds Engage to hand. So setting 2 face down, passing turn, we go into Alpha's effect, which gets negated, and we just surrender. So we lost 2 in a row, so we can't go any further, but hey, we won 1 duel this week. We don't get any extra money into our YGOHSA, and this is actually the first time that we haven't gotten like 7 or 8 wins in a row, or we haven't gotten near the maximum. Now we're down to doing a maximum of 4 duels per week because it's a lot easier for me. But yeah, guys, at least these were like complete duels, and all parties actually tried to try. That was actually really cool to find on EDO Pro. Very rare. So I hope you guys enjoyed those duels. I know I did, even though I lost 2 of them, 2 out of 3. But I think the deck has really come a long way since day number 1.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to like the video as always, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content like this. Also, don't forget to watch Building on a Budget, my next Yu-Gi-Oh journey, and my sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh journey. Have a great day, and thanks again. I'll catch you next time.